Okay, so I kind of wanted to film this video for quite some time now, and I had a few minutes of free time today, and so I collected all of my makeup and set it out. This video is going to be, well, this video has like 10 different names. I think it's called How Much Is My Face Worth? How Much Is My Daily Face Worth? How much does my face cost? I mean, it's got a whole bunch of different ways that you can say this, but basically you go through your collection, you pick out the stuff that you would wear on a regular day and add it all up on how much it costs collectively, and then give the number. And I have to admit, I was quite shocked with my total. Little disclaimer, I'm 29 years old, I have a job, I do purchase my makeup. My husband purchases makeup for me as a gift. I do receive gifts of makeup for Christmas or my birthday. That's what I ask for when somebody asks me what I want, so there you go. Anyway, this is what I choose to spend my money on, and I do have a lot of drugstore favorites, but if I could set aside and suggest certain products to people, these are just the ones that I found that work amazingly well for me, and I love these. But I do like to switch up my makeup a lot, and that's why I do a makeup basket every week and throw in... You can hear my dogs playing in the hallway. Sorry if that's slightly distracting, but anyway. So I switch up my makeup a lot. That's why I do makeup baskets, just so I can use everything and I don't get stuck in a rut of just using, you know, a handful of products and not using my other stuff. Anyway, back to the tag. So I don't use a primer. I don't like the way that a primer sits on my face and what it does to like foundation sitting on top of it, so I typically just skip that. So I skip that category entirely. For foundation, I chose the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This does have an SPF of 20, and I just recently found out that you can actually purchase this off Birchbox, so that's what I'm going to be spending my Birchbox points on from now on. I know that they have the primer at Birchbox, they have like a compact foundation, they have some of the lip glosses, they have, you know, a selected few items from Laura Mercier, but they do carry them, and so that's what I'm going to spend my Birchbox points on from now on. Oh, did I say this retails for $43? Retails for $43. Okay. Which is again why I'm going to be spending my Birchbox points on that. Okay, on to concealer. I have two concealers here. If you watch my makeup baskets, I'm sure you're probably going to know what they are already. But anyway, this took me a really long time to find this little gem here. It seems like every single concealer that I put on underneath my eyes tends to crease, except for this one. This one, if I use just the right amount, it doesn't crease. And so this is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Waterproof Concealer in the shade number 3, and this retails for $32. So it is really pricey, but I've been using this since December. I've probably been using this for 5 months straight, and you can't even tell that I've made any progress in this. So this lasts a really long time. I would project that this would probably last about 2 years or even more if you don't wear this every single day, even longer. So get a sample of this next time you're in Sephora if you've never tried it before, and I bet you would probably fall in love with it too. Okay, this next one, this is for brightening purposes, and this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. It's also called Light 2, and this one retails for $29. Now, if you use this every single day, you'll probably run out of this in 2 months, but if you cut it open, you can get another 5 weeks of use out of this product, and that's why I can justify purchasing this over and over again, because you do get over a month worth of product in here after you cut it open. So just throwing that out there. If it was just like a 2 months worth of product in here, I wouldn't continue to purchase it. No matter how amazing it is, I wouldn't purchase it unless I got that extra 5 weeks. So $29 added on to the total. For a powder, I honestly, I've only tried a handful of powders, and after I found this one, I pretty much have stuck with it. I am using one in my Project Pan right now that I'm just trying to get rid of. I got the one in my Project Pan right now for extremely cheap, like, change, because I had coupons and everything. Getting off topic, back to this. Ugh. Okay, this is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This is in the shade Light Plus. This is I've probably had like 4 of these. This is my 5th one, I want to say, and these retail at MAC for $32. And I just like the way that this sits on the skin. I think it looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. So that's why I continue to repurchase that. For bronzer, this has been a favorite for probably 3 years now. This is my Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in the shade Park Avenue Princess. This is just a deluxe sample right here because I do have the full size in my makeup collection, but I just pulled out the sample size to show you guys. I have already went through a full size and one of these sample sizes, but this in the full size retails for $30. And this is just an absolutely stunningly beautiful bronzer, especially if you have light skin. That's it right there. I mean, it's just beautiful. So that's the bronzer that I would choose if I could only have one. Onto my blush. Now, this was slightly difficult for me because I do switch up my blush pretty frequently as well as my eyeshadows, but anyway, this is the one that if I can't really decide or I don't know which one I want to use, I generally reach for this one. This is the NARS blush in the shade Deep Throat. That is what that looks like right there. Absolutely stunning blush. These NARS blushes retail for $30. So, I can add that one on. For my highlights, I chose a powder one. I typically use a powder highlight. I do have like 1 or 2 like liquid highlighters or cream highlighters, but this is the one that I've been loving lately. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and that is just stunning. Is that not beautiful? That's beautiful. This retails for $32. Okay, onto my eyebrows. So, they have discontinued this specific eyebrow pencil, but they did replace it with one that is just in a wood pencil instead of the plastic pencil. It does have a slight bit more red to it, but I have about 6 of these in my little back stock section. This is the Maybelline Master Shape by Eye Studio Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. These retail for about $6.50 at Walmart. I kind of rounded everything up. If it was, X amount of dollars and change, I just rounded it up. So about $6.50 at Walmart. I set that with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I couldn't find my full-size one, which is slightly concerning, but I'm sure I'll find it before I run out of this. Anyways, this in the full size runs for $22. And then my Rimmel Scandaleyes Nude Liner. I put that in my waterline when I remember to do it. This is what that looks like. This retails for $4.50, roughly in that price range. So, and that is the price about right around there for Walmart. Okay, onto like the oh, my brain just blanked for a second. Onto the eyeliner that I use for like on top of my eyelid, on my upper lid. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. This is the MAC Black Trek Fluid Line, and these retail for $16. This is just a gel liner that you use with an angled brush. So, love this stuff. Did I say it was 16? It's 16. For an eye base, I have a whole bunch, right? But the ones that I find myself reaching for 9 times out of 10 are the Maybelline Color Tattoos. This one specifically is from the Leather Collection, which is a permanent collection, And I'm really excited. They have a, well, this one's in the shade Vintage Plum, and it looks like that, and I did a little swatch right there for you. It's just a really nice taupey lilac kind of a color. It's really pretty. But I found that these work just as well as the MAC paint pots, and these are way cheaper. These retail for about $6 at Walmart. And what I was going to say is with this leather collection, they have a matte black one of these. I don't recall the name, but you can actually use it as a kind of like a gel liner. So I'm really excited about that. So I might have to go pick that one up when I run out of my MAC Black Track Fluid line. Anyway, moving on from the eye base onto the eyeshadows. Now, eyeshadows was really difficult for me, like I mentioned with the blush. I switched this up a lot. So I chose a palette that every time I go traveling, this is what I take, and I'm really satisfied with this every single time I do my eyeshadows from this palette, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. These retail for $28 from the Urban Decay website and also on Sephora. So every single time I do my eyeshadows with this, it just looks beautiful and I'm super happy with it. And even if I do different eyeshadows, if I mess something up or I don't like the way that it looks, I can always use this Naked 2 or this one right here in the shade Faint, and like I can run it into the crease and it just makes everything look perfect. So love this palette. Then onto mascara. This one took me a really long time to find a holy grail mascara that I'm super satisfied with, and I finally did. This is the Laura Mercier Full Blown Lash Building Volume Mascara. 10 miles long, I know. This retails for $24. Now, they do have this on the Sephora website, but it is constantly out of stock, and every single Sephora that I went into to purchase this from, they didn't have it in the stores. Like, they were completely sold out. Every single one. I went to like 3 different ones to get this. So I finally ended up having to go to a Laura Mercier counter, but anyway, it was $24 at both places, so I love this stuff. And then, you know, when I'm not on Project Pan and I have free reign in my makeup, probably 6, well, maybe 5 out of the 7 days in a week, I'm wearing a MAC lipstick, and so I chose my absolute favorite MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Snob. I did a swatch right there for you guys. These retail for $16. And then, I don't wear lip gloss every single day. When I'm wearing a MAC lipstick, I tend to just wear the MAC lipstick, but if I'm wearing a lip gloss, I wouldn't even mind if all of my lip gloss got destroyed and all I had in my collection were my Makeup Forever Lab Shine lip glosses, because these are amazing. Every single one of these has some form of glitter or sparkle in them, but you do not feel them whatsoever on your lips. They glide on your lips, they feel so luxurious, and they're even smoother and softer feeling than the NYX Butter Glosses. So these are absolutely amazing. My favorite shade, this is not it, my favorite shade is actually S2 from the Star Collection, but anyway, these are fabulous. These retail for $19, really steep, I know. I justify buying these, especially when there's some sort of a friends and family sale at Sephora or a VIB sale where they have a 15 to 20% off coupon or discount. That's when I really like to buy those. So I could stop right there and add this all up and give you guys my total, which I will do, but I'm also including this other item. I'm going to give you guys 2 totals. So, ever since I did my Project Pan, my first one this year, I'll link that down below if you guys haven't seen that. But ever since I did that, I was forcing myself to use this every single day during that Project Pan, and I really liked the way that this made everything look on my face after everything was done. I'd spray this on, and then the powder look would go away. So I really love this stuff. This is the MAC Fix Plus. This retails for $21. So all of this stuff together without this is $370. I know it's a lot, but with this, that bumps it up to $391. So Oh my goodness. I'm just really happy that I don't run out of every single thing like every 3 months. Probably every 3 months I'll run out of one thing, maybe two things. So I really don't have to, restock this basic face products collection here. So anyway, if you haven't done this tag, it's kind of interesting to go through and add all this stuff up. You're either going to be really relieved or you're going to be really shocked. I was over in this category of really shocked. So anyway, it's really fun. If you haven't done this tag, I'm going to tag you. I saw Amber F doing this, and then I saw Lena with some numbers. So I'll link both of those guys down below because I really enjoyed watching their videos, and that's all I have. So thank you so much for watching.